If there's one thing that I could say that has a lot of people in a chokehold, especially Black women, it's the mindset of why pay somebody for something that I could just do myself. Like, that's got to be one of the most limiting beliefs that you could probably have. It's one thing that will definitely keep you from living an abundant life. Going into my 40s, one thing that I have been very cognizant of is my own limiting beliefs. Just little things that maybe you grew up with and you really don't even realize that is really stopping peace and abundance and all the good things from coming into your life. We blame it on, outside factors and, things just don't line up and, I was at the wrong place at the wrong time and stuff like that. But a lot of it comes down to what your mindset is. If you believe that you can't have or do something, you definitely will not be put in a position to get it or have it. The reason why this one is such a huge one is because as you grow and as your money and opportunities grow, you won't be able to do everything by yourself. Prime example, when I started my first business in pharmacy school, I started in the summer of pharmacy school, okay? So that meant that I was not in classes. I was not doing all the things. I had twin daughters who were like 2 at the time, and just had a lot going on. So when I started my business, I was not in school. I could do the things and I could run the business and I could answer the phones and I could send out the invoices. I could do all that stuff because I had the time to do it. So I started easily making about $1,500 a week in my first business very quickly. But what I quickly realized is that $1,500 would quickly become $0 a week as soon as I went back to pharmacy school and didn't have time to do all the things again. What did I have to learn how to do? I had to learn how to outsource things. Back then, I was making $1,500 a week. Fast forward a few years later, I went from making $1,500 a week to up to $27,000 a week. There's absolutely no way in hell I would be able to make that much and handle that much business if it was me taking care of everything. Same thing goes for your household. How many times have you watched stuff, be disorganized, be unclean, watch things pile up because you didn't have the time to get to it because you were at work, you're putting in overtime because you want to pay off a bill or you've got a savings goal. So some of that stuff starts going to the wayside. Well, why not just pay somebody to do the cleaning for you? Or why not just, get childcare so that you could, grow? You can't do it all by yourself, sweetie, okay? Trust me, I figured it out the hard way. You cannot do everything by yourself. Nobody is out here doing anything by themselves, okay? That's why you go to work, because the creators of the company that you work for are not doing anything by themselves. If you go to their houses, they got cleaners, they got maids, they got, all sorts of things. And not to say that you have to start off with all these things right away, because of course we have to find somewhere to pay for those things. However, you will never get to the level of being able to afford those things if you have the mindset of why pay somebody when I can do it all by myself.